met him after summer school. The Hiawatha bus stop in a knockoff Celtics jacket. Said his crew, they call him Shamrock. His mother died when he was 5, and his dad's some sort of drug cop. But the apple sometimes rolls way down the hill. Sabrina claimed the South Side, but really she's from Richfield. These invisible divisions never seem like such a big deal. She's been working at a wine bar, making jokes about the mouthfeel. She sometimes takes 20s from the till. Unprovoked and unadorned, white t-shirts and cut-off shorts. Summer takes a shapeless form after dark and Powderhorn. If you pull your funds together, then you're barely ever broke. Walking up to SA to get smokes. In the spring they found some shambles. South suburban sprawl. Sabrina's taking classes. Shamrock's hanging drywall. But his fingernails keep falling off, and he comes home mean and sore. And every day he hates it more and more. So the years go by and life goes on. Nothing really happens. School became a drag, so she went back to be a waitress. There isn't much to sit on when the old crew comes to visit, so they all get high and pass out on the floor. The Shamrock just stops working. Said it's such a meager pittance. Once they take the taxes out, it's barely even worth it. The TV's set to static. There's drums off in the distance. Her daughter's sleeping in a dresser drawer. Unprescribed and unfulfilled. Applications, special skills. She admits she sometimes still takes 20s from the till. Shamrock's sick of trying to smile when he's holding in the smoke. Got talking to this guy he sorta knows. A call came in this evening from the county credit union. 2 guys with masks and pistols crashed in as they were closing. By the time the cruisers came around, they had grabbed the cash and scattered. But the cameras always capture all the action. So a trooper pulled them over on a vehicle description at a Hampton Inn in Hudson, about a mile into Wisconsin. When the footage ran on News at 9, she could tell that it was Shamrock. That ragged satin jacket that says Boston. Unrehearsed and unprepared to be the only one who cares. For a daughter who keeps asking about her father. They pulled their funds together. Somehow she's still broke. Walking up to Speedway to get smokes. Walking up to Speedway to get smokes. I met Jessamine in Cherry Hill, the dress all done in daffodils. The sticker on her skateboard said speed kills, and yeah, I probably just did what it said. I only knew her for like 3 weeks straight, and the whole time we were wide awake. You know Trent makes, the world takes. She had a spray painted over her bed. I used to hang around in her room, getting off on all the gloom and the doom, watching cavemen in the cartoons, playing xylophones made out of bones. She was sexy but still death obsessed. She said the bloodshed makes such a mess, but you really don't even have to market it. Yeah, it pretty much sells itself. I should have asked her before she departed, how did all these wars get started? Why do rival crews show up at the same parties if they hate each other so much? It's like they're secretly in love. She says suspicion isn't wisdom. Don't the drones look just like doves? And there was something laying siege to her kingdom, but she never really said what it was. And the incense burned to ashes, and the sunrise was unsure. Jessamine must have had some dreams, but she never really said what they were. She never really said what they were. We kinda ended how we began, Jessamine meeting a man, and liking that man just a little bit more than the boy she had before. I hadn't really seen her since. I guess this new guy was some kind of prince. I guess his castle was a front for a fence, and that whole damn city got warm. We were trying to ride out that storm, 'cause the rain is inconsistent and the thunder's insincere, 'cause it makes a big commotion, but eventually it clears. I went out to San Francisco, and some sailors stole my shirt. I was sitting in the passenger side of the taxi the first time that I heard that she was probably speeding. No one else was hurt. Jessamine must have had some dreams, but she never really said what they were. She never really said what they were. There were times when all that freedom had me wasted, wild and bored, shooting through the ceiling, shaking off the desert storm, reaching out for something, trying to let go of the war, hoping hard for something to hold on to. Stretching at the truth, trying to seem a little hard, scratching at the 8-ball in the back half of the bar. Used to always roll around with my magic marker. Sometimes it feels good to write your name. Later on we'd end up at the after hours house with the guy who took the money with a fish hook in his mouth. Pretty girls all burning holes in the cushions of the couch. The times we saw dawn kick in the windows. Spent the best part of that summer trying to come up with a plan. Made a couple little changes, and I met up with a man. Did something kind of strange, but I made like 16 grand. Hope I never have to pull that trick again. Hope I never have to pull that trick again. went out west and tried to double it. Lost it all, tried to recover it. Got pistol whipped in Portland. Well, Lord, I got so much of it. Had trouble with my numbers for some time. Some priest, he got me clean. The VA fixed my face. I came home behind the counter, started working at my uncle's place, mostly taking orders, shaking cans of paint. Someone had to help me make the change. Well, it's been 20 years since what we call the accident, and everybody knows. No one ever mentions it. Everybody's talking about the president. Me, I'm never sure what I should say. And I'm still working at my uncle's place. So I drive around in darkness, but I'm mostly staying straight. Pretty girls up there at Independence Lake. They don't seem to see me anymore. Better with my numbers now. I'm parked down by the water, stretching at the truth, trying to seem a little softer. I still roll around with my magic marker. Some nights it just feels good to write your name. Some nights it just feels good to write your name.
The Current is public media made possible thanks to member support.